ladies, when it comes to dating, what would you say is your budget for guys? Now let me explain. If a guy is only making 30K a year, he has a limit on what he can do for you. But if he's making 6 figures a year, it's a way bigger budget. So what is your budget for dating guys? Like how much a year you would want a guy to make?
Depending, because also a guy should be stable as much as the female as well too. So if I'm going half, if he's going half on things, then there's no problem. But he should be at least making 100K
Okay.
a year.
100K?
Enough. He just gotta be stable. I mean, above like 60.
In Miami?
I don't know. I'm gonna just say above a 60. Like, as long as you stable, I can't really say a specific. As long as you providing and you not just sitting on your ass broke at home, then you good.
Nah, we need a number though. Above 60?
A number, yeah. I'm gonna just say above 60.
Okay.
I think above 60 or 70. It's funny because I always said that I wanted to be the breadwinner in the relationship, and I am. So I'm very proud of that. But yeah.
Wait, you make more than
She also lives in PA though.
But I still make a lot of money.
You make more than
No, absolutely. But like the cost of living, like Miami compared to PA, like completely different.
Wait, you make more than your husband?
Yeah. I'm a nurse. He's a lineman. He makes very good money, but I make more than him. But that was always a goal that I wanted to have. I wanted to make more money than my boyfriend or husband, and I accomplished that.
So who makes the rules in the house? You or him?
We're pretty even, actually. Honestly, like have you ever seen this fight?
No, never.
Like I've been in really bad relationships. I've been in really bad relationships, and I promised myself that this would be a good one, and it was. So
yeah, their relationship is like different than anything I've ever seen before.
Cat, so you knew before you got married how much he was making? And you, you were cool with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
You a boss bitch.
All right. All right, Kat.
So it's funny because you asked me this last time I was on the show, and I said over 200K. But my answer has changed because I think I've realized like my lifestyle requires a little bit more than that, and like the man has to make more than I do. So honestly, if like I'm gonna live the lifestyle I want, it definitely has to be like 3, 4, 5 over.
Keeping it real.
I mean, we just gotta like. I just definitely need to be like no restrictions. Like
whatever you want.
Whatever I want. Answer is never no, and like I'm living the life I want. That's it. Because if you're not gonna provide it, I am. And if you have these expectations for me to like provide for the household, that's fine. But then you gotta provide financially, and like I could bring in my financials, absolutely. But if I'm providing for the household, then my financials and the household providing, those can't be like even. Like it has to be one or the other. So that, and you bring in the money, or like we do half and half. But like if you want the life that I want, then it has to be that.
I think most guys in the chat don't stand a chance now. Good Lord.
Yo, chat's going in on you.
Okay.
I did a lot of reflecting. Honestly, I was like 200K. What am I saying? Like I can't even support myself on that.
Wait, only 500K, Cat?
Okay. I mean, I'll take more, but like
you need to go to Dubai. Goddamn.
200K. I mean, you can't. You said you can't support yourself on 200,000 a year. You have a. Do you just like you buy drugs or something? Or like what's going on here?
Honestly, no. I don't do any drugs.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say
just
any.
Adderall.
I didn't mean to say any drugs. That came out too quick. I don't do that many drugs.
Because I would say, because you said a guy's got to kind of be on your level of like wanting to live a certain lifestyle.
I mean, the lifestyle I want to live and the lifestyle that I picture for myself and imagine for myself is just something that there's no restrictions. I mean, I just like have these big visions and big goals, and feeling restricted makes me feel very overwhelmed, to be honest. And like, I just envision a life where there's so many opportunities and you could do absolutely anything that you put your mind to. And
so you want true freedom?
Well, I mean, I've just been able to accomplish that, and like I've had my hands on that, and I just want to keep that going. And if I'm bringing another person into the picture, like you have to also bring that to the table.
So without you getting into specifics, you make around 200. So
I make less than that.
Okay.
But I definitely make enough to never tell myself no.
Okay.
Okay.
So in your life, you never
But
said no.
if you already live a
Accurate,
lifestyle where you already don't have to tell yourself no, then why does the man have to add into that so that you can
Because there's a lot more than I want.
Do you
Because
hear me,
I
Ma?
mean, I don't tell myself no to the realistic to seeing
I ain't saying
seeing
she.
forward at an eye level. I
bro,
never tell
bro.
myself no, but there's a lot of bigger things that I want.
So
now, here's the
basically,
thing I
and
will
when
say.
I-
We're not going to shame you for your preferences.
Nah,
We're
at
not
all,
going to
at
sit
all.
here
At
and
all.
name call you and say you're a
At
gold
all.
digger or anything. All I'm going to say are the facts. The man that you're describing right now, outside of looks and aesthetics and height and all these other things, him being in shape and being attractive, is already like a 1% person.
yeah.
Bill Gates.
The top
Yeah.
1% of the U.S. population makes right around 450,000, which is what you're describing. Through about 300,000 is the top 2-3%. So, and this again is like not including his height, him looking good, him not being a weirdo, etc. Because a lot of rich guys we know are weird
And being
or old.
single.
Mhm.
So and actually being single and on the market. So what you're
Yeah,
looking
but
for.
I met a lot of people that aren't single.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. Do you want?
Doesn't always matter. I mean, the majority of the people that I've that I've met and have had communication with are not single.
No, that's
Home
true.
wrecker.
That's true,
Like
that's
it
true.
just, it just comes
Homewrecker.
to
No,
that.
ain't no
that
homewrecker. He the homewrecker.
it's not even me being a homewrecker. It's just the fact that they're living in a reality that they don't want to face, and they also want to live their lives, and they only have one life. So if they want to make the most out of their life and not be on their deathbed thinking like, wow, there's so many other things I could have done, like they're gonna take every opportunity they could take. And if like they built a relationship with me and like it just happened to be that they might have been married and they're not happy,
What
like
I'm saying, Kat, like because I'm not knocking you for your preference. You absolutely have you should have high standards.
Mhm.
But what I am saying is that having high standards comes with negative consequences. And the negative consequence of that is that you're gonna have to share that man sexually. He is not going to be monogamous to you,
No.
and more than likely, he's probably not going to marry you either. So,
Do you care?
if you're okay with that, then hey, have your standards as high as you want. But he ain't going to be monogamous to just you.
it's so weird because I always wanted to be married and I've always envisioned that life. But now that I've got to this level of my life where I've kind of been on that same level that I feel like the men I've been with have been, it's kind of like I see where they're coming from. Like you honestly have every opportunity to take anything that you want. And it's like, you don't want to tell yourself no. And it's not even a matter of being monogamous, but it's just a matter of wanting to keep yourself happy. And like, you never know what's going to make yourself happy. And there's so many other things that could play a part in that. And you only have one life. If you're going to be in a committed relationship and you're going to tell your significant other that you want to only be with them, then like, to be honest, you got to stick with your plan. But if that has never been communicated and you're just trying to make yourself happy, then you kind of have the grounds to do whatever you
So
want.
I have a dirty little secret for you. A large predicator on female happiness long term is children and a family.
But that's never
Not
been
chasing a career.
that's never been a
Mhm.
goal of mine. I've always been very money hungry.
How old are you right now?
25.
Okay.
I've always been very money hungry, and I mean, I think you could relate. Like
Yeah.
you've always said you never wanted kids, but you
I
found
did
somebody
say
that
that.
made you like eternally happy. And
Question: when did you get married?
January of this year.
How old were you when you got married?
Congratulations. I was 27.
27.
Yeah.
Okay. When did your mindset shift that you wanted to get married?
So when he was my boyfriend at the time, it was our second date. He was like, I want to be a father. That's the biggest goal in life for me. And I'm like, oh shit, how do I tell him I don't want children?
Mm-hmm.
And my mom is like, Kelly, like it's gonna be the biggest mistake of your life. She's like, just give him a chance. And like
Mhm.
he started like breaking down my walls because I was like very, very hurt in a past relationship before him.
Yep.
And he was like showing me affection and doing things for me that I've never seen before. Like our
Mhm.
first date was a private hot air balloon. Like this kid like really, really liked me. And yeah, so I gave him a chance and fell in love with them. And
Would you
I
say
was
you get
like-
more fulfillment from the family and children than from your career as a nurse?
oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Like I feel like with the money aspect, it's like I just feel like I don't-
Merch.
Shirts and stores.
no,
You get
absolutely,
lonely.
Like I totally agree, but like I feel like you're a product of your environment, and if you're able to make the best out of any situation that you're involved in, then you're gonna make the best out of it. And like my eyes are just open to so many things. And
But-
like, yeah, you could be like 80 and lonely and realize like, yeah, you haven't you really haven't built any of these relationships with anybody. But like,
But what happens when you accomplish like those goals? You made all the money. You know, like
What's next?
yeah.
See, Kat, if you found the right guy, would you ever think, you know what, I'll have kids and marry this guy? If it was the
yeah,
right guy?
absolutely. But you know, I just feel like I'm very selfish at this point. I've just been through so many shitty relationships, and I've never put myself first, and I've never made money for myself, and like kind of.
Wait, I'm
Like-
confused. You said in one sentence I'm selfish, then you said I never put myself first.
Well, I'm
The
saying,
contradictions
I'm
are strong.
saying
No.
previously.
Oh, back in the day.
No, previously I've never put myself first.
Okay.
Now I'm very selfish because of what I've used to deal with. I've always used to put other people first.
Okay. Well, all right.
Now
You
I'm very
can-
selfish because like I kind of have the ability to be, and I've realized like, you know, I'm a little happy this way.
Okay.
Okay.
And like I feel like I'm kind of meeting a lot of opportunities that I've never seen before.
Okay.
Sometimes it's good being selfish.
It is, and I don't think this is anything long term, but I think I deserve to be selfish because of
You
what
wanna be
I've been
Yeah,
through.
no one
Yeah.
here's the thing. I'm just because we got to move on. But the thing I'm saying is that you can have your preferences of man that you want, absolutely within your right. But all I'm saying is that you're not going to get the Disney fairy tale of this guy marrying you, taking
Right.
you seriously, and making you his only girl. Because when you reach a certain level of man, you're gonna have to share them. That's just the unfortunate reality of dealing with
The
higher net worth
divorce rate,
individuals that have options.
the
And
divorce
also-
rate.
And your money,
Yeah.
your income isn't necessarily going to make you sexier to a man that makes a lot of money himself.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I just need career women and women that make a lot of money to know the unfortunate truth that your money, your status, your success does not make you sexier. Like
Yeah.
a man's success makes him sexier.
And also, there's a time limit. You're 25 now. 5 years past now, you're gonna be 30. At that point, the guys are giving you opportunities now, and options aren't gonna be there.
You and I were talking
Well,
about
Yeah,
before,
so-
hopefully
Fresh,
I'll
yeah.
be preserving my youth forever.
There is no way to
There's
preserve
no
your
way.
youth.